Your mindset is not your personality. It is a decision you repeat daily, and you can change it in 5 seconds. Most people believe mindset is something deep and complicated, something shaped by childhood, trauma, or personality. That belief keeps them stuck. Mindset is not fixed. It is not mysterious. It is a pattern of thoughts you allow to run without control. The problem is not that you think negatively. The problem is that you let the thoughts stay. When something uncomfortable happens, your brain looks for safety. Safety often means avoidance, delay, excuses, or blame. That reaction feels natural, but it slowly weakens your discipline. In 5 seconds, you can interrupt that pattern. The moment you feel doubt, frustration, or fear, count backward from 5 to 1 and make a physical move. Stand up, open the laptop, make the call, start the workout. That action breaks hesitation. Your brain cannot build a full excuse if you move before it finishes the story. High performers do not eliminate negative thoughts. They shorten the time between thought and action. That is the real difference. 5 seconds is enough to decide whether you will act like a victim of circumstance or a person in control. If you wait longer, emotions take over. When emotions take over, comfort wins. Comfort leads to average results. Average results lead to regret. You do not need motivation. You need interruption. The countdown forces your focus away from emotion and toward execution. It is simple, and that is why most people ignore it. They search for complex strategies while their daily habits remain weak. Discipline is built in small, fast decisions. Every time you override hesitation, you strengthen authority over your mind. Every time you delay, you strengthen doubt. A mindset shift is not a speech you give yourself. It is a physical decision you make quickly. Change your posture. Breathe deeply once. Tighten your focus. Then move. The body leads the brain more than people admit. When you sit slouched and overthink, your energy drops. When you stand upright and act, your brain adjusts to match the behavior. You are training identity through repetition. 5 seconds repeated daily becomes confidence. Not loud confidence. Quiet, stable control. The kind built on proof, not hype. You will still feel resistance. You will still feel tired, but you will act anyway. That is the shift. Mindset is not about feeling ready. It is about acting before you feel ready. The countdown is a tool to close the gap between intention and execution. Use it every time you hesitate. Do not debate. Do not analyze. Count and move. That is how you shift your mindset in 5 seconds. The 5-second shift sounds small because it is small. That is why it works. Big promises usually fail because they depend on big emotions. Emotions are unstable. Discipline is built on small, repeatable actions that do not require excitement. When you wake up and do not feel like getting out of bed, that is not a crisis. It is a decision point. Most people negotiate with themselves in that moment. They check their phone. They justify staying comfortable. They promise to start later. Later becomes a habit. That habit becomes a pattern. Patterns become identity. In 5 seconds, you either reinforce weakness or build control. The countdown is not magic. It is a trigger. It shifts your brain from emotional processing to task-focused behavior. When you count backward, you interrupt the automatic loop. When you move, you send a signal that action matters more than mood. Over time, your brain learns that hesitation does not get rewarded. Action does. This is how you recondition yourself. Not through motivation videos, not through long planning sessions, through fast obedience to your own commands. If you say you will work out at 6, then at 6 you count and move. If you say you will stop scrolling and start studying, you count and move. No discussion, no debate. The longer you think, the weaker your command becomes. Self-respect grows when your behavior matches your words. Self-doubt grows when your behavior contradicts them. 5 seconds protects that alignment. It closes the space where excuses live. Many people believe they need confidence before they act. The truth is the opposite. Confidence is created after repeated action. Every time you override reluctance, you prove to yourself that you are capable of leading your mind. That proof becomes internal stability. You stop waiting for the perfect mood. You operate on commitment. This is especially important during stress. When pressure increases, your brain wants safety. Safety often looks like quitting, avoiding, or blaming others. The 5-second rule forces ownership. You may not control the situation, but you control your response. That response defines your direction. High-level performance is not about intensity all day. It is about micro-decisions handled correctly. Stand up when you want to sit. Speak when you want to stay silent. Start when you want to delay. Those small shifts compound. Within months, your daily output increases. Within a year, your identity changes. You become someone who acts quickly and thinks clearly. Not because you feel different, but because you trained yourself to respond differently. 5 seconds is enough to take back control. The question is whether you will use it consistently or only when it feels convenient. By now you understand that shifting your mindset is not about inspiration. It is about authority. Authority over your impulses. Authority over your excuses. Authority over the version of you that wants comfort instead of progress. The 5-second shift only works if you respect it. If you treat it like an optional suggestion, it will fail. If you treat it like a command, it becomes power. Every day you are given dozens of small moments that test your discipline. Hit, snooze, or get up. Complain or solve. Scroll or study. Quit or continue. These are not dramatic life decisions, but they quietly build your future. Most people lose in the small moments and wonder why they never win in the big ones. The 5-second rule is a line in the sand. When hesitation appears, you do not entertain it. You count and move. Over time, something changes. You stop fearing discomfort. You expect it. You understand that resistance is not a warning sign. It is a signal that growth is available. This mindset removes emotional drama from hard work. You no longer say, "I don't feel like it." You say, "It needs to be done." That shift alone separates amateurs from professionals. Professionals execute regardless of mood. They rely on structure, not feelings. 5 seconds gives you that structure. It is fast enough to prevent overthinking and simple enough to repeat under pressure. There will be days when you fail to act. That does not make the system useless. It reveals where you still hesitate. Notice it. Correct it next time. The goal is not perfection. The goal is shortening the gap between awareness and action. The shorter that gap becomes, the stronger your self-trust grows. Self-trust is earned through kept promises. Every countdown followed by movement is a kept promise. After months of repetition, you stop needing external motivation. You operate from internal standards. Your identity shifts from someone who tries to someone who executes. That identity creates stability in stressful seasons. When others panic, you respond. When others delay, you begin. When others look for comfort, you look for progress. This is not extreme. It is practical. 5 seconds is available to anyone. No money required. No special talent required. Only honesty and consistency. The method is simple. The discipline to apply it daily is rare. Decide which group you belong to. The person who waits to feel ready, or the person who counts and moves. Your future is being shaped in the next 5 seconds. Use them well.